Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Don't mind the hair, okay? Yes, your girl cut her hair, but we're gonna have a separate video conversation about the hair. In today's video though, I do want to talk about 2025 and a little bit of 2024 because I feel like some of the major things that I experienced in 2025 was more so like an overflow from 2024, okay? So we're reflecting on 2025 featuring 2024. How is everybody doing, by the way? I know there's a lot going on, especially after elections and all. I'm glad I escaped it, even though I'm still experiencing the outcome of whatever happened after elections. But yeah, there's a lot going on, okay? Not only in Ghana, I'm talking about in the US, but I'm glad I'm in Ghana because I feel like being there would have been too much for me to deal with, okay? There's just so much going on in the country right now. In the United States of America right now that I would rather not be part of, okay? I just want to politely excuse myself for a bit. But that said, 2025, what am I grateful for? I feel like I'm grateful for a lot in 2025. Usually, I mean, looking back at myself in 2024, I was more so heavy focus on the things that should have been or could have been or should be the way it should be, but never happened the way it should be, right? So it's one of those things where right now in 2025, looking back, I think my perspective has had a huge switch where I've been more focused on just the now and living within the moment. And I feel like one of the major things that I'm grateful for is life, because when you go through pregnancy, guys, it is a scary thing. Like, I know a lot of the times, even if you haven't gone through pregnancy, you have an idea of what the potential risk can be going through pregnancy, among other things. And thankfully for mine, it was nothing extraordinary, nothing crazy. Thankfully, I'm super grateful that I did not have like any extenuating circumstances where I would say, oh my God, this is crazy. It's a lot. But what I will say is that the journey to having a baby, even after having a baby, it is a lot, guys. It is a lot. And as women, I feel like our bodies going through all those changes, it's a lot. And I have gotten to the point where I have a greater appreciation for mothers or women out there who have been able to, whether you did it as a surrogate or on your own, whatever it is, like childbirth, the whole process, it's a lot, guys. It is a lot. Not that I undermined it in the past, but once you experience something, you get a better understanding from the experiential perspective, and it kind of shifts your mindset about the thing. I don't know if you guys get it, but I'm thankful for life because honestly, it is a death or life situation. At the end of the day, yes, you're pregnant, your partner, your husband, your boyfriend, whoever it is that you're pregnant with is also going through whatever emotional roller coaster they're going through. But at the end of the day, when the D-Day comes, when it comes to it, it's between you, the woman, and the baby you're carrying. And it was a life or death situation. And I feel like going through pregnancy is ultimately, in my opinion, risking your life. Although the outcome is it's a blessing, it's beautiful, bundle of joy, we appreciate it, but it is a lot. And I'm thankful for life. That's all I got to say with regards to that. I'm really thankful to be alive because not everybody made it to 2025, towards the end of 2025, and looking forward to 2026. So I'm very, very thankful for that. And don't ask me questions about if I'm gonna have another one. Don't do that. Don't do that. They're cute and all, but oh my God, is it work? But yeah, that was a lot. 2025 was a lot. It was. I feel like I during the pregnancy, I felt like I was having an outer body experience. Like, I still can't believe it, but it is what it is. The evidence is here. So even if I refuse to believe it, the evidence is staring at me right in my face. Okay. But it is what it is. It was an interesting experience. I'm definitely happy I'm a mom now. It's definitely a huge change, or very, very different, but here we are. Okay, so that was the first bundle of surprise or joy that I'm very thankful of for 2025. The other thing is lessons, honestly, because I feel like at the end of the day, one thing that I really, really understood or had to come to terms with is that you're only responsible for yourself, right? So you cannot control what somebody else will do or does, right? So all you can do is to control you, manage you. You are the only one that you have any sort of power or control over, right? And at the end of the day, once you're setting your expectations, I feel like you have to we tend to set our expectations based on what we would do in the situation or what the outcome should be for us if we were in the situation, ignoring or sometimes overlooking the fact that it's not you and your circumstances or how you deal with situations will be different. So I have learned a lot of lessons this year for sure. One of them, which is actually the next point, is just learning to let things go and not dwelling on things anymore. I think I am at the point where I have hit my calm era. I'm an Aries, okay, and I'm the person, I'm the type that when I'm busy fighting and arguing about something, then it means I actually care about the thing and I'm hoping for it to change. Once I go silent on the issue, then I'm done. Then I'm like, you know how the hotel you check out, you pack your bags and you're out? That's me right there. Like when I'm talking or complaining about something, then it means I care about it. Once I stop complaining, once I go silent about something, I don't care anymore. Like I'm done. Like there, not that I don't care. I become more indifferent about it because at this point I feel like people assume that the opposite of love is hate, but I feel like the opposite of love is indifferent, right? Indifference. Like once I get to become indifferent about a situation, I wouldn't say I don't care anymore, but I have no desire to exert more energy and time on the issue. I think that's the best way to put it. And in 2025, I think I've gotten to that point because I feel like I already have a lot going on, right? I have a baby to take care of, a baby that is sucking the life out of me. No pun intended, or pun intended at this point. But I have those responsibilities. I have things, I have goals. I have plans for myself, right? So at the end of the day, I'm no longer going to focus on things that are not serving me or things that are out of my control. So once I go silent and I don't talk about something or bring it up again, it means I'm done. Like peace out, y'all. Like see you on the other side. Okay, I'm done. That's just me. But that's where I've gotten to towards the end of 2025 right now. The other thing, like I said early on, was letting things go. Like I feel like now life is too short and I don't have the time, the energy to be focusing on things that make me angry or piss me off or frustrate me or disappoint me. Like I'm leaving all the disappointments in 2025. In 2026, I'm looking forward. Like I'm looking above the mountain, like ahead of the mountain, beyond the mountain at this point. Like my focus is more so on what I can do for myself, for my personal growth, for my financial growth, okay, for my peace of mind. So it's easy for me now to let things go and not to, even if something frustrates me, it's within the moment. After a minute, moment, an hour or two, once I relax and just get my mind off of the issue, it's gone. Like we're not dwelling on anything now, right? So if you offended me in 2025, I forgive you. It's done. It's done. Okay, don't stay away from me, but no, not be dramatic. But that's just by the way. Like we're letting things go. We're not dwelling in the past anymore. What could have been or should have been. That's just a thing of the past. We're moving forward. Okay, we're moving forward. The other thing also, which is very major for me, that came through for me, especially during pregnancy, because I spoke about my maternity leave, right? And like I said, my maternity leave is such that technically we get 9 months and a year, like a year and 9 months. So 9 months for your entire pregnancy and then also 1 year after the birth of your child. So you can go back, or the last time you have to go back to work is the first birthday of your baby. So technically immediately you find out you're pregnant with my company or with the job that I do, my line of work, you can literally start your maternity leave right away. But going through it, it's not a done deal. It's not like because you're away for a year, 9 months, you're getting paid the whole time. There's some nuances involved, right? So long story short, the point I'm trying to make is that towards the end of 2024 to the entirety of 2025, I have had a greater appreciation for saving and investment. I'd already had the idea when it comes to saving and investing, because when it comes to saving, it's always come through for me. I've always had my emergency fund where at some point I had to move out to get my own apartment, and I did it within 2 weeks, furnished it and everything, right? And then it would have been less than 2 weeks, honestly. The only reason why I took 2 weeks was because of the key, getting the key among other things. But the point is that I had to get a car unexpectedly at some point. I knew I had to get it, but I didn't think I had to get it the time that I got it, right? I feel like I could have waited longer, but emergency came through and I had to get it, and I sorted myself out. So when it comes to, even when I was leaving the Ghana to to Seattle for the first time, I had to use partially my own savings among other things. So over the years, saving money has always come through for me. It's always helped me. Having that emergency fund has always come through for me whenever I needed it. Even when I was going through flight attendant training, I stopped working for like in November. My training was in March the following year. So essentially between December, January, February, March, I had no income. Even March, I had no income. April, I had no income. The income I was getting from flight attendant training was next to nothing, right? And then May. So technically for about 6 months, mainly for the first 4 months, I had no income at all, but I was good. I was still able to survive. I was able to pay my bills and not have a need to go get a loan or stress out or worry about money. So saving has always helped me or come through for me. I feel like in 2024, towards the end of 2024 or 2024, 2025, my main focus switched to investing as well. Because once you're able to save money, at that point, I feel like the next move is to get your money to work for you or to make more money for you. So in 2025, I did a little bit of that, and actually I appreciated the fact that I saved money beforehand, because if you want to wait until an emergency happens before you save, then it's going to be too late. So I honestly started seeing saving money or saving as a payment to myself. So the same way I would pay my rent, I pay myself as well. So pay myself or saving was an expense instead of something that I just did because I could or I wanted to. It was an expense, just as paying my water bill, paying my power bill, paying my rent, all that. So saving also was an expense. So if I add all my expenses, including the amount that I want to save, if it's, let's say, $3,000 for the month or $5,000 for the month, then I know that the income I have to earn that month, my take home pay, needs to be the 3,000 or the 5,000. That's just on period. But looking into investing and actually doing more research about investing, it proved to be much more resourceful and a good deal. So moving forward, I will be talking about this more in 2026, because it came through being pregnant and not having that consistent income coming through, or having income, but it wasn't your usual income, because you all know in June, July, I was making over $7,000 a month, sometimes close to $8,000 a month. And then all of a sudden I got pregnant. So then I couldn't do as much as I did in the past anymore. And then now your income becomes staggered because you're not getting income anymore. Literally, as I'm sitting here right now, I'm not getting paid, but I'm still surviving. Okay. So that should tell you that saving is a good thing. No matter what they tell you out there, saving and investing is a good thing. And in 2025, I really appreciate it. Like, saving and investing came through for me in more ways than I could think of. And looking back, I'm like, wow, like, so imagine if all the money that I earned or I was getting at some point, I just wasted it and just used it on just anything and everything. What would I have done? Finding myself in a very vulnerable situation whereby I did not want to put my life at risk or put my pregnancy at risk trying to work or trying to do something dramatic just to earn an income. So yes, so I will continue to save and continue to invest, okay? That is for sure. Especially being a flight attendant, it's very, very necessary that you develop the habit of saving and investing, because our income is very special. It's very unique in its own way. So if you don't take advantage of the moments that you have and the moments that you're able to make income and save and spend wisely, you're going to find yourself in hot waters when an emergency actually comes. That being said, our company does well to start us off with our savings journey. This is not like an ad or anything, but I really appreciated the fact that they do have a program that you can participate in, and then they would then give you $1,000 as a jumpstart amount towards your goal, your savings goal. So that's $1,000 on the table, and your girl grabbed every single penny, okay? I grabbed every single penny. The other thing that I really appreciated was also 401k, among other things. 2025, it became apparent that, oh my God, like investing in your retirement or your future is very, very important. And doing my 401k really came through, knowing that my company is matching, like it's giving me 3% outright. Whether I do 401k or not, they're going to invest 3% into my retirement, my future. And then if I contribute up to 6%, they're going to match up to 6%. So technically I'm getting 9% from my company and I'm contributing 6%, which means in total 15% of my earnings are going towards my retirement or my 401k, which is really, really good, because I think the rule of thumb is to put away 15% of your earnings towards retirement. So I guess your girl is on track. Pregnancy obviously put that on hold, but going back to work in 2026, which I'll talk about that later on, I do look forward to doing more of that. But yes, this year and a little part of 2024 made me see or appreciate the importance of saving and investing for sure, because it came through for your girl. The other thing also is being a flight attendant. This is a final point, and I know you all know that I'm a flight attendant. If you're new here, I am a flight attendant. I work with a major US airline company in the US. I'm New York based. However, I'm currently living in Ghana. I'm on maternity leave, so obviously I'll be starting work next year because I had my baby in April. So I'll be starting work next year, May, God willing. So the whole point is that being a flight attendant has been, I don't know how. See, I feel like when I talk about how appreciative and how glad I am for being a flight attendant, people think we're just like doing the most, or just like just making it seem more glamorous and perfect. No job is perfect, and trust me, I have worked in several industries, from health to beauty to communication to manufacturing, okay, to finance. So I have worked in so many different industries, and so far this is the only industry, or my job profile right now, being a flight attendant, has afforded me a lot more freedom than I could ever imagine. Look at my maternity leave, guys. Like immediately I found out I was pregnant, I could have started my leave right away. I have, like, you have 9 months, a year and 9 months on the table, okay? Although it's not fully paid, but at the end of the day, that is an option for you, especially for somebody like me who decided to do exclusively breastfeeding. It helps because I'm not forced. I don't have to go to work unless financial wise you're forced to. That's a different conversation for another day. But I'm grateful and thankful that I prepared for this rainy day, right? So what I say when I say I'm so happy, this year 2025 made me see the value in the job that I have and how much love and appreciation I have for being a flight attendant, and that I'm going to do whatever I can to remain a flight attendant. Is just me being pregnant just this year, for example, last year and this year, for example, going through maternity, knowing that my job is still there waiting for me, the flexibility that I had, the ability to work more, be able to save more, which now helped me out because I was able to cover myself during my pregnancy, among other things. So it's one of those things where it's like, man, I'm glad I did this job. So anybody that doubted or had an issue with me becoming a flight attendant, I'm sorry. Go sit somewhere, because I'm so happy. I'm so glad I became a flight attendant, and I miss the job so much. Oh my God, the other day I went shopping, and then I was on my way back. I saw one of our planes landing, because we do fly to Accra. So I was on the Spintus Road somewhere, and then the plane, I saw Delta landing. I'm like, oh my God, it was super low, so I could see the Delta on the belly of the plane. And oh my God, I was like, oh my God, your girl needs to go back to work. We need to go back to work ASAP. But I'm not going to rush it. I'm not going to rush it. I think I'm going to take my time to enjoy the 1 year that I have, which I have about 4 more months to go. I'm going to take my time and just enjoy it, and then see how it goes. But yeah, I saw the plan. I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to go back to work. But what I do plan on doing in December, and stay tuned for that vlog, is that I do want to non-rev to New York, just to, like, a day trip to New York, you know, just to do a quick round trip from Accra to JFK, and then have like breakfast, dinner, spend a day or two in New York, and also test out our standby or non-revving flying for free system, because I want to see how it's going to be. Because essentially, if you guys don't know, if you're a flight attendant and you're flying to work or commuting to work, the flight benefits that you're using are the same flight benefits that you have if you're going on a leisure trip. Okay, the only work you can use your flight benefits to go to is your job as a flight attendant. So me non-revving to JFK would be a test in terms of when I start working, how non-revving internationally will be, or how flying standby would be, or how commuting would be. So I'm definitely going to let you guys in. I am going to start creating more content. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's a quick chit chat for today. I'm gonna try as much as possible not to edit this video at all, because I want it to be raw and authentic as much as possible. But thank you for staying tuning in for my little chit chat. I will see you all in 2026. Enjoy the end of the year. Have a Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and bye bye.